LTL family, welcome back to the channel. And today we are covering something different. I've done many videos covering different microphone as far something like this guy, so more like podcasts. Obviously you can use this for gaming. This is a Razer microphone, more of a gaming mic. USB dynamic microphone, and you have your more expensive condenser mic. I use XLR. But on a day-to-day basis, when I'm gaming, I use this guy, right? Because I don't want to be with a cumbersome of having a mic sitting on my desk as I don't have a boom arm on my setup yet. So yeah, this is easier when I'm done with it. Move it out the way and I'm good. And this is the Corsair Virtuoso. I'll put it on the screen. Wireless mic. So this is not the XC, which has Bluetooth. This is only wired, or use a USB dongle, as you can see. But I've had these things for about better part of, I'll say, 5 years now. And yeah, by the way, this is very expensive mic. It's about $200 when I purchased it, and has some cool features, but at the same time, for a Corsair product, the build quality is completely trash. I don't recall how many times I've replaced these freaking ear pads, right? And look at them already, falling apart. Like it's ridiculous. The amount of money I spent on replacing this ear pad, I could have bought a whole entire headset, right? Besides that, the build quality is very solid. Some cool RGB, if you're an RGB person like me, right? Look at it. Also has a detachable microphone. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. As of right now, because it doesn't work as well anymore. And the cool part with the detachable microphone, you can use it as a headphone. That's a cool looking headphone, right? Either, well, if you had a Bluetooth one, it would have been better. But again, like I said, this is mostly, you gotta use it wired, But yeah, so, and the reason why this guy is here is because FIFINE, which I've covered many times on my channel, just sent me a few headphones to check out, right? And I'm using them in a changeable headset. I know some people have their own say on that. They prefer this to be a headset instead of headphones, but it's potatoes. So I don't know. Yeah. So again, this has been great, and like I said, big issues of the build quality. It's not quite there as far as some of the materials that Corsair used on this, and not to say it was a bad mic necessarily, but it was an expensive mic. So we're gonna look at some budget friendly headset and see if they're good enough to dethrone a $200 microphone or gaming headset. All right, let's go check the FIFINE out. So we are going to, it's going to be a whole trio, man. Look at this. Look at this mess. Messing up my stuff. Oh. All right. So we are going to unbox 3 microphones on this video. I know I'm saying microphone, but gaming headset. Sorry. 3 gaming headset. But we're going in reverse order, right? And of course, as you know, FIFINE send those out for review, and they have no saying on the content, and all my opinions are my own. And so first of all, so about that, we have the H19, right? This is currently on Amazon for $61. By the way, these are all white, by the way. Like I said, I always mention that in all my videos. I have a white setup, so I prefer white peripherals. These are all white, even though in the box they are black. I did mention that in all the FIFINE videos. I rather they pass the saving to us than making a box with a white headphone and one with a black headphone. Who cares? You guys gonna throw this in the garbage anyway once you take the headphones out. So, boom. So like I said, we got the $61 H19. This is an open back gaming headset. And we have the $56 H13. And finally, the $39 H9. So, we're going to go ahead and open this up. And we're going to check them out. And then we're going to put them to the test and see for pretty much a fraction of the price of my Corsair, what are you missing? So, and then at the end, we're going to answer one important question. And I know what you're going to think. It's not, who is this for? Obviously, gamers. Yeah. But the question is, which one of these is suitable for your setup? All right, let's go. So, we are unboxing the big boy. Again, not too much fluff going on here with FIFINE. Things are simple. All right, get this out. Like I said, pretty quick unboxing. We have our user manual as usual. And like I mentioned, guys, these are all white. So, let me get this out of there. Okay, so one thing to keep in mind as well is, as you can see, this is not wireless, right? Even with a dongle. Okay. You do also have a detachable mic. So obviously you can, hold on. So yeah, like I said, it is fully wired. You got a detachable mic. So if you, but I don't know, because it's, like I said, it's not, yeah, it's straight USB, like USB-A, top of that. So it's not USB-C where I say you could have connected to some more modern peripherals for audio, because it's a good looking mic. I mean, it's a good looking headset, right? So like I said, so build quality, yeah, it is plastic, except for you got this metal metal structure here just to hold everything together, and again, adjustable. I do like the purple stitching here, right here on the headband, and also with the purple wires coming down on each side right here. So I mean, it's just FIFINE staying true to their purple color for the gaming peripherals, which I kind of like. I like to see that. So yeah, and of course it seems like we have RGB, and even right here I see around the ring, like it has RGB. So we're gonna get more into this. As you can see, there's no control whatsoever on the headset itself. Zero. All right. So all the controls move down here. Okay. And also you have your little pail here, so you can attach it to whatever piece of clothing you like. And look like we have RGB also on, see right here on the side. Hopefully it's not, you can see. I know it's just not focusing at all. But again, we'll get deeper into these once I plug this in and we'll go ahead and test them out. Okay, so I'll put this aside. This. Okay, guys, for the sake of time, I know I'm depriving you of this, beautiful unboxing experience, but hey, listen, I don't want this video to be extremely long, just to unbox 3 different headset. So again, if you unbox one, you've unboxed them all. The experience is pretty much the same, and also they are almost the same. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next guy here, which is our H9. Again, pretty much same setup, just a bit different controller as far as like the shape. Right, this is more rounded than the other one, but it seems like the buttons are pretty much the same on both of them. Yeah. Um, Again, don't worry about the controller part. We'll get into more details on that. And again, metal structure. We have the beautiful stitching here, purple stitching, and the purple wire coming down on each side. Okay, and some more lighting here, as you can see. And also, it looks like we have RGB. So same concept. Can disconnect this, connect it. Boom, very seamless. Same thing, guys, fully wired with USB-A. Okay, I don't know earlier if I did say H9 for this. I apologize. This is the H13. I'm sorry. H19, H13, H9. Sorry about that. Sorry for the confusion, but yeah, I just thought about, like, it's and not every day you get to unbox three three different headsets from the same company. So I apologize, guys. But yeah, and again, same concept. This is a lot lighter than the previous two. No RGB based on just observation. Also, no purple stitching, guys. So if you spend $39, you don't get the purple stitching. That's a bummer. But same concept. You have yeah, no RGB anywhere. I can't even tell there's no RGB on here. Okay. Now, the one key difference I noticed between this guy, the H9, compared to the other two. So yeah, the big difference between what I noticed from the H9 to the H13 and H19 is definitely these are not, like I say, you can disconnect the mic from the rest of the setup, right? So as you can see, you still got your clip. All right, so you can clip this on your piece of clothing, wherever you want to put it on. But you can just connect this when you want to play some games. And if you don't want to, disconnect it. So which means if you remove this guy, right, you probably, which I will test, if you have anything that uses a 3.5mm head jack, connect this and hopefully listen to some good old music. So, but this is up for testing. And but yeah, so guys, this is it. Like I said, very similar. I wish these were like the H9, but as you can see, it is a one piece. You can't disconnect anything, which is a bummer, because these are really good looking. Or you can just take this off and then use them as although wired, but still I enjoy. I'll tell you, my music as a audiophile, wired is the way to go. Yeah, to get the best sound quality. But yeah, so we're gonna take these to the other side and we're gonna test them one by one. And yeah, so real quick, the question we want to answer here, right? It's not the usual question, right? Who are these for? We all know they're all gaming headsets, right? So they're all for gamers. But the question is, which one of those deserve a spot in your gaming setup? All right, let's go to the other side. All right, guys. So, by the way, quick fun fact: I am using the H19 right now to record this voiceover. So, you guys can let me know and how good it sounds. So real quick, as you know, I'm a big RGB fan, so the first thing I need to do is, go to the RGB, all the RGB modules, see the colors and everything. And as you can see, pretty cool. You can have solid colors, or you can have your full RGB going. So it's totally up to you. Again, like this little controller pretty much does everything. So you have no buttons on the mic itself. All right. And by the way, shout out to my cousin John for always helping me out with these videos, and also giving me another second opinion on the comfort of these mics and so forth. So right here you have the 7.1 surround sound button, which illuminated by that red ring, and the bottom is the equalizer, right? So you have music, music, games, and movie on the equalizer. So on the right side you got your volume rocker and the mute button, and this right here I just pressed, this is the noise cancellation button, which is interesting that this has a noise cancellation. Yeah, this thing refused to focus, sorry about that, guys. And then on top of the noise cancellation you have the RGB button right here to switch things around. As you can see, now I can zoom in. So you have the mute and volume rocker. In the center, you got your 7.1 surround sound and your EQ. And then now you got RGB and your noise cancellation. So again, this carries on also to pretty much the other lines. As you can see, I'm going to the equalizer right now. So whatever light is on top, that's what you on. So again, great feedback, great tactile feedback when you press those buttons, which is pretty good. That's kind of give you, like, even though it's plastic, but you get also a very decent build quality. All right, so just like the H19, we are presented with some nice, I say RGB. However, I did one quick thing I should say. The RGB buttons for the H13 is actually located on the headset itself, which was a kind of a departure from what the H19 has. As you can see, this remote is a bit different, not that much, more rounded corners instead of the more rectangular that you have on the H19. And then you got the actual rocker for the mute instead of a button that you press. So, which is pretty cool. And then as you can see, okay, we still have the same control as you see, the EQ right there on front. Also the 7.1 surround sound, okay, and then also noise cancellation on the left side. So like I said, a lot of similarities between these headsets. And finally, we are checking out the H9. And like I mentioned before, no RGB, straight to the point, very classic. I mean, very clean design. If I should say so myself, because like I said, RGB is cool, but RGB is not for everyone. Maybe you want non-RGB headset, something clean, something with just no RGB puke everywhere. So, but yeah, as you can see, I have to kind of hurry up because this man is out here messing up my stats here on COD. He's out here losing every game and getting killed. So okay, so the remote here, a bit similar, but as you can see, most of the buttons are laid out right up front. You still got the mute rocker on the left side, but again, we still got the 7.1 surround sound. Okay, you got your clip, and again, you got your mute button at the bottom. You got your volume up and down, and out on top. This is me checking out the H9 directly plugged in into, like I said, anything that has a 25mm head jack headphone jack, sorry, so you can try. Again, for copyright reason, I did not play music, but it did. I was able to play some music with it. So now we're checking out the H19 and going for the control. As you can see, this section here, it's only an indicator when you mute the headset. It just turns red, which is cool. I like that. At least you know when you're muted. If you Again, you can't unsee because it's kind of in your peripheral, right down by your mouth. So if it turns on, you'll be able to see it. Checking out some more of the RGB again. So, like I said, very, very nice. As you can see, some people might be annoyed by the noise of the button, how loud they are when they click. But I like it. I like the tight click. Again, you know, I'm into mechanical keyboards, so yeah, I like that. So this is finally, so this is the H13 now. We playing with the RGB. So you can see now it's not just all white. You got a full RGB going on. And I like these on top. It's pretty tough, pretty cool. So this is full RGB. This is very, very nice. I do like the glass looking. This is looking like the smiley face. That is so cool. You know, very intentional, but very nice touch nonetheless. Again, like I said, all the buttons are on this little controller, except for the RGB button. Same thing as the H19. If you hit the mute button, so you have this red light that turns on the mic itself, indicating that it is muted. That way, you're not talking or recording like I'm doing now, and then realize that you're just talking to yourself. So, again, just another look, just a last look at each of these mic. This is the button I'm referring to, right? So, if you tap it, changing the RGB mode to whatever you want, whatever your preference is. Just pretty cool. So again, guys, these are budget microphones, and for what you get, it's absolutely amazing. You starting, if you're a starter, gamer, you want to start. I mean, it's up to you. Whatever, how deep your pocket is. If you want to go on Corsair route or some of these other big names and drop $200 into a gaming headset, or you can start right here. Again, these comes in different colors. So some white, black, like I mentioned in the beginning with the box. They always show the black headphones. So these come in different colors. Then also, and okay, this is the last one here. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I had to do a voiceover for this part, so apologize for that. Yeah, so these come in pink, white, and black. Okay, I'll see if I can go ahead and put up a screenshot here so you guys can see that with the price point. Yeah, that was good. That was good. I'm very impressed with these. Okay, guys. So we are at the final stage of this review. And as you can see, I just pulled everything up on Amazon so you can check out the pricing and also the options you have with each of these mic. Of course, we are starting with the big boy. We're starting with the H19. As you can see, currently right now they got a sale running, 15% off if you purchase it. So $61.99 gets you the white and the pink one for the ladies. And then the black one is at $59.99. Okay. All right. So next one, we are going to check out the H13. So this one, not a big price difference. All right. Just about $5. So from 61 to 56. Okay. And again, you got all different colors as well. You got the white, black, and also pink. So pretty cool. And then finally, we are checking out this guy here at $39.99. Now this is where kind of the price really kind of dunk a little bit, but the difference between the H19 and H13 it's not very significant. You can go either or because it's just $5 difference. So here at 40 bucks, all right, you got yourself the white one and the black one at $37.99. For some reason, the black one's always cheaper than the white and other colors for some reason. And of course, you also get pink. So good thing FIFINE does is they kind of stay true to what was I saying, to their styling. So and what they put out, because they've been doing this pink and white colorway in almost all of their microphone, also those audio, those audio peripheral they have. So they've been staying true to kind of put something out for the ladies. So again, like I said, almost everything they put out, you have a pink version of it. So which is pretty cool. So but yeah, this is it, guys. Like I said, not trying to make this video crazy long. This is it for me. And yeah, you can tell me which one of these bad boys will fit your own setup. All right, so like I said, the price difference between the H19 and H13 is not that significant. You can go either or. I don't think if you're gonna go that price point anyway, $5 difference is not gonna break the bank. But again, if you want more cleaner, cheaper alternative, you got the H9 here we're looking at, which is $39.99. Hey, you guys, again, if you like a video like this, just drop a like, subscribe, and yeah, put a comment. What headphones you using right now? Like I said, I'm about to rack these, to play my games now, and about to retire the Corsair. So what headset you using currently on your gaming setup? All right, guys, I will see you in the next one.